Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to day number one. Yes, day number one, week 7, fall 2024 of our journey together. And it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here for this afternoon's classes. All right, so let's begin. Today we're going to be looking at square and cube roots, and then we're going to be looking at arithmetic with those roots. And so the objectives today, you don't have to write this down yet. I can tell you when to start writing. The objectives for this lesson is at the end of this lesson, you should be able to define square root and cube roots. You should be able to identify and represent square roots using radical symbols. And you should be able to calculate square roots of perfect squares up to 400. Next, you have to be able to perform different operations with square roots and identify what we mean by the cube root sign. And then figure out what we mean by, and figure out how can we calculate roots of perfect cubes up to 1,000. So that's the agenda for the day. Now you could write this down. I need you to head up. Today is Monday, the 14th of October, 2024.
Good afternoon, Mr. G.
Good afternoon. The subject is, of course, mathematics, and we are looking at square and cube roots with arithmetic roots. All right. If you are unable to speak, just raise your hands so I can unmute your mic. Yeah, good afternoon. Go ahead, Samaya.
I won't be able to write any notes because I'm not home as yet. So I'll just screenshot the notes and then write them later when I get home.
Yeah, would you be able to do a quiz?
Yeah, so.
That's no problem. Okay, so, all right. Are we writing this down? Let me know if you're writing this down, please. Let me know if you're writing this down.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Cardell, Pratt, where's Cardell? What is the topic for the day?
Square and cube roots.
And the last one?
Arithmetic.
Arithmetic
with roots.
with roots. Very good. And Debria DeVoe, are you writing this down? Where's Debria DeVoe?
Yes, sir.
Ethan Adderley, are you writing this down?
Yes, I already finished writing it down.
Okay. Zion Davis, you write this down already?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and okay, so let's go ahead and define what we mean by square and cube roots. We're gonna start off with square roots. By the way, I think y'all should know square roots, or at least some of you should know square roots. What do we mean by the square root of a number? Like, what does that mean?
So like a square root of a number, okay, so 4 would be like, no, 2 would be the square root of 4. No, 4 would be the square root of 2, right? I don't know which way to put it.
Like 4 times 4?
4 times 4. But what do we mean by the square root of a number? What does that mean?
A number that multiplies by
a number times 2.
A number times 2? No.
A number multiplied by itself.
A number multiplied by itself? No, that's a perfect square. I want the square root.
A number that can divide that number and not get a remainder.
That's a factor. I don't know. I'm not talking about a factor. What is a square root?
A number which produces a specific quantity when multiplied by itself.
A number that produces a specific quantity when multiplied by itself. That is too vague. Anyone else want to try? What do we mean by the square root of a number?
Square root is a number that can be multiplied by itself to get the original number.
Okay. Yeah. I could accept that definition. So let's write the definition down of
square roots would be like how they say a number with either X or Y or whatever letter instead of putting the word root like that.
No.
Mr. Petit, a square root a number that is a product of itself?
Product of itself. I understand where you're going, where you're heading with it. But let me allow, where's Genesis? Genesis, are you here?
You want us to write this down?
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Yeah, read this definition. By the way, write down this definition for square root. Go ahead. While she reads, make sure you're writing this down. Go ahead. What's her name? Genesis. Read this for me, please.
Yes, sir. The square root of a number is a value that, when multiplied by itself, gives the original number. For example, the square root of 9 is 3, because 3 times 3 is 9. Square roots are represented using a radical symbol. For instance, it cut off on my screen. Hang on, let me. For instance, the square root of 25 is written as 25
Square root. The square root of 25.
Oh,
right? So we use, she said she can't see the bottom part, so let me bring that up. So the square root of a number, let me share my screen. Can y'all could see my screen now or no?
I can see your screen.
Yes, sir.
Is it blank or what? I don't even know it's on. Okay, let me share it again. It's always open. The PowerPoint slide. I don't want you up. One moment, let me share it again. Okay, let me take that out and show. Okay. All right. I think we should be on board. Okay. Okay, so the square root of a number is a value, whatever the square root is, that's going to be a value that when you multiply it by itself, it gives you the original number. So for example, we use this symbol right there to indicate square root. We call this the radical symbol. What do we call this?
The radical symbol.
The radical symbol. Now, in regular math, like when people talking among themselves, they just say it's the square root sign, right? But technically speaking, it's called the radical symbol. And you put a number inside of it, and whatever number you put inside of here, it means find the square root of it. So, for example, if we have the square root of 25, what's going to be the square root of 25? That's going to be equal to what?
5.
It's going to be equal to what?
5 to
It's going to be equal to, no, it's going to be equal to 5.
5.
Why is the square root of 25 5?
Because 5 times 5
is the original number.
Exactly, because 5 times 5 is 25. So the square root of a number is a value, right? That when multiplied by itself, so 5 multiplied by itself, gives you what? The original number, which is 25.
25.
Okay, so that's how we're gonna look at square roots. I need one more person. Please write this down. You should write down this definition. Are we writing down this definition?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
I need another reader. Go ahead, Samaya, read this definition.
The square root of a number is a value that, when multiplied by itself, gives the original number. For example, the square root of 9 is 3, because 3 times 3 equals 9. Square roots are represented using a radical symbol. For instance, the square root of 25 is written as
square root of 25. All right, thank you. Now, I want y'all to construct a table. We're going to be looking at the roots and the reason. Okay, the roots and the reason. Question: what is the square root of 1?
1 times
1. Why is the square root of 1 1?
Because
1 times 1 is 1 times
1 times any number.
1 times 1 is 1.
Very good, because 1 times 1 is 1. Please write this down. I need you to write down this table just like how I have it.
Because it's a prime number, right?
1 is neither prime nor composite. 1 is the identity. Okay. Alexander, what's the square root of 4? Alexander, what's the square root of 4? Alexander, what's the square root of 4?
Square root of 4.
Yeah, what's the square root of 4?
I know.
I said Alexander.
2.
The square root of 4 is 2. Do we agree with him?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, the square root of 4 is 2. Why is the square root of 4 2?
Because 2 times 2 is 4.
Because
Because
what?
2 squared is 4.
Because what?
Because 2 squared is 4.
Because 2 times 2 is 4. Very good. Next, what is the square root of 9?
3.
The square root of 9 is
3.
3. Why?
Because 3 times 3 is
3
9.
times 3 is 9.
Because 3 times 3 is 9, right? What is the square root of 16?
14. 4.
4.
4. Very good. 4. Why?
Because 4 times 4 is 16.
16.
Very good. Because 4 times 4 is 16. Next, what is the square root of 25?
5.
5. Why?
5 times
5
5
times
is
5 times 5 is 25.
5 times 5 is 25. Next, what is the square root of 36?
6.
6.
Because 6 times 6 equals 36.
Because 6 times 6 is 36. What's the square root of 49?
7.
7.
7. Why?
7 times 7 is 21.
7 times 7 is 49. Next, what is the square root of 64?
8.
8. Why?
8 times 8
8
is
times 8 is 64.
8 times 8 is 64. Make sure you're writing this down, please. Make sure you're writing this down. Nateo Green, where's Nateo? Nateo Green. Where's Nateo?
Yes, sir.
What is the square root of 81? What's the square root of 81?
I know step.
It's right on the screen. It's literally right out. What's the square root of 81? 9. Why?
9 times 9.
9 times 9 is what?
81.
81. Next, what is anyone can answer? What is the square root of 100?
10.
10 times 10.
10.
10
Because
times 10 is
10 times 10 equals
100. Very good. Okay, so we got from 1 to 100. Let's go with the next one. We're gonna go all the way to 400. Next, what is the square root of
121.
121?
11.
11.
Because 11 times 11 equals 121.
Why? Because
11 times 11
is
equals
121.
121.
11 times 11 is 121. Aranik Borrows, I unmuted. Everyone is unmuted now. So I unmuted you. I don't know why you can't talk, but I unmuted everyone in there is unmuted. Next, the reason is because 11 times 11. How about 144? What is the square root of 144?
12.
12.
12.
12.
Why?
Because 12 times 12 equals 144.
144.
Very good. Next, what is the square root of 169?
14.
13.
13.
Why?
13
Because
times
13
13 is
times 13 equals
169.
169.
Very good. Now, what is the square root of 196?
14.
14. Why?
Because 14 times 14 is 196.
Because 14 and 14 is 196. Next, what is the square root of 225?
15.
15. Why?
Because 15 times
15 times
15
15
equals
is
225.
225.
Very good. Now, what is the square root of 256?
16.
16. Why?
16. Because 16 times 16 equals 256.
Very good. Next, what is the square root of 289?
17.
17.
Why?
Because 17 equals 17 equals
289.
Very good, because 17 times 17 is 289. Max, what is the square root of 324?
18.
18.
18, why?
Because
18 times 18 equals 324.
24.
Very good. And what is the square root of 361?
19.
19.
19.
Because 19 times 19 equals 361.
Very good. And what's the square root of 400?
20.
20. Why?
20. Because 20 times 20 equals 400.
Very good. Make sure you're writing this down. Again, make sure you're writing this down. Once you finish writing this down, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. For those of you who are new, my WhatsApp number is 426-8891. Let me put it in the chat. Again, let me put it in the chat. My number is 426-8891. Okay, so 426-8891. Once you finish with these notes, you can send it to my WhatsApp number. My number is 426-8891. All right. Where's Eddie? Eddie, can you hear me? Where's Eddie? Eddie, can you hear me? I can't hear from Eddie. How about Anthony St. Remy? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Anthony, are you writing this down, Anthony?
Yes. Yes, I ran this down. I'm
Okay.
almost finished.
That's good. And Alandra Parker. Where's Alandra Parker?
Yes, sir.
What is the square root of 196?
14.
14. D'Angelo Smith. Where's D'Angelo Smith?
Yeah.
What is the square root of 49? D'Angelo Smith. What is the square root of 49?
7.
7. Very good. Jervin. Where's Jervin? Jervin.
Yes, sir.
What is the square root of 361? What is the square root of 361?
19.
19. Are you writing this down, Jervin? You have to quickly write this down because we almost finished. Joel Cooper. Where's Joel Cooper?
Good day. Good day.
What's the square root of 324?
18.
18. Very good. Jaden Bachador. What's the square root of 144?
12.
12. Patrick. Where's Patrick?
I read you.
What is the square root of 100?
Square root of 100 is 10.
The square root of 100 is 10. By the way, is anyone finished writing this down? Is anyone finished writing this down?
I am almost done.
Almost done.
Me.
Okay. All right. If you're finished with writing this down, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. If you're finished writing this down, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Okay. Antoine Fernanda. What's the square root of 1?
1.
Very good. Why?
Because 1 times 1 equals 1.
Very good. Bianca. Where's Bianca?
Right there.
What's your last name again?
Dantes, D-A-N-T, yes.
Oh, this is your first time, right?
Yes.
Okay, take a picture of your work and send it to me once you finish writing this down, okay?
Okay.
By the way, what's the square root of 400?
400, that's 20, because 20 times 20 is 400.
Very good. And Asia Moxie? Where's Asia Moxie? Oh, I might be pronouncing your name wrong. I can't hear you. If you're speaking, I can't hear you. If you're speaking, I can't hear you. Malia Delaveau?
Yes, sir.
What's the square root of 289?
17.
17. By the way, does anyone know all of these out their head without looking at the chart?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I know 1 to 100.
You know 1 to 100 without looking at the
Now why
chart?
y'all
1 to
lying?
12. I know 1 to
Yes,
12.
sir.
1
I
to
know
I
12.
know
1 to
13. I don't
14.
know about 14 to 20.
Okay, so you need to be familiar with it without looking at the chart. Why?
No,
You think,
from 1 to 20.
do you think this chart, they could give you this chart in the exam?
No,
No,
sir.
they ain't give you this chart in the exam. So you have to be familiar with it. Everyone need to be familiar with these square roots, all right? So the square root of a number, Ronald, where's Ronald? Where's Ronald?
Yes, sir.
What's the square root of 36?
What you say?
What is the square root of 36?
Square root of 36 is 6.
Very good. Sharice Skater, where's Sharice? Sharice Skater. Sharice Skater, can you hear me? Where's Sharice? I can't hear from Sharice. Sharon Gator, where's Sharon Gator? Boy, I need them specifically to answer me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Sharon, or that's Sharon or Sharice?
Shireen.
Okay. What's the square root of 324? What is the square root of 324?
8, 18.
18? Very good. Okay. All right. Are we done with the slide? Let me know if you all are done with the slide.
No, sir. On the
Yes,
second
sir.
chart.
Are we done with this? Because
Yes,
I have to move on.
No,
Um,
sir. On the second chart.
okay, if you are not finished with this, what you need to do is you need to take a screenshot. Hey, and send it to me. I mean, take a screenshot of the slide so you could have it. Where's Randolph? Randolph, can you hear me? You're not able to get on? You're not able to get on the link?
No, sir.
Why is that? You use the link I sent you?
So I don't know. It's just not let me join.
Let me send you the link. Try again. I don't know what's the problem, but you should be able to get on this class. Try again. Wait, I'm gonna send the link one more time. Okay. I don't understand why you ain't getting in. Okay, so I'm gonna move the slide because we have to move on. For those who are not finished with the slide, please take a picture of it and send it. Please take a picture of it so you could have it because we have to move on to the next one. All right. All right. So I think this one is just so far we understand the square root, right? One last question. What is the symbol that we use for the square root? What's the symbol?
The radical symbol.
Radical symbol.
The radical symbol. Very good. Okay, so now we know what the square root. Let's move on to cube roots. Now, what is a cube root? Oh boy.
A cube root is like
A number
2 times
times
2 times 2.
itself 30.
On what?
A number
It's a base number times itself.
times itself 3 times.
A number times itself 3 times?
A number.
A number times itself
A
3
number to the
times
third
add up
power.
to the
A
base.
number multiplied by itself three times to produce the original number.
Yes, that's the definition. A number. So we
To the
say
third power.
we can't say number to the third power because you're looking at it. I didn't say cube number. I said cube root. There's a difference. So the cube root, write down this definition for me. Cube root is going to be the cube root of a number. Do I have any volunteer to read this? I need a volunteer to read.
Me.
Go ahead, Cleveland.
Cube root. The cube root of a number is a value that when multiplied by itself twice equals the original number. For instance, the cube root of 8 is 2 because 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8.
Thank you. Do I have another reader? By the way, please write this down for me, please. One more reader, please.
I'll read.
Me. I can do it.
Someone said they'll read, but I don't know their name.
I'll read it.
I can read it.
It's they on Samsung SMA135M, and they said that they want to read. And their mic is open right now. Do you know who you are? Who using Samsung A135M?
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. What's your name?
Oh, Kamoy.
Kamoy? Oh, I remember
Yeah.
Kamoy. Kamoy, okay, go ahead and read this for me, please.
The cube root of a number.
Yes.
The cube root of a number is a value that when multiplied by itself twice equals the original number. For instance, the cube root of 8 is 2 because 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8.
Very good. Next. The symbol, go ahead, Makaya, read that.
The symbol used to represent cube roots is, how to read that?
Just say the cube root sign.
Is cube root sign, which is called the radical symbol for cube roots. It consists of a radical sign with a small numeral 3 to its upper left, indicating the cube root operation.
Very good. So this is cube root. So with cube root, you would still have the radical symbol. So you would still have the radical symbol. But what else is added? A part of the radical symbol. Or what?
A 3.
A 3 on top of
three.
the spiky part.
A 3. Very good. Question. What if I want to write the fourth root? How do you think I'm going to write the fourth root?
The 4 where the 3 is. The 4 can be where the 3 is. Take out the 3 and put the 4.
That would be a radical sign, right? And the what? The fourth root, right?
On the spiky part.
Yeah. And then what if I want the fifth root? That would be what?
Move the same thing, but you add 5.
The radical sign, but what? The
5.
5. What if I want the sixth root?
You do the same thing, but with 5. I mean, with the 6.
Good. But what if I want the second root?
You do the same thing, but with 2.
You don't have to do anything.
You don't have to square root.
Oh, because
what if I want what if I want the square root? What do we do? What I do?
Let's do the same thing with blank.
Do I put a 2? Do I put
Leave
a
it
2?
blank.
You
Leave it blank. No, sir. Leave it blank.
I could put a 2, but they're equal. Yeah, they're equal. So you don't have to change it. Only for 3, 4, 5, and 6, you have to actually indicate. But by itself, it's just that means square root. Does that make sense?
What if there's one under?
It can't be 1 because remember when we talking about the root of something, we multiplying it by itself. So you have to at least multiply. You have to at least have that number in the multiplication 2 times, right? So you wouldn't have 1. Okay. Okay. So
Thank you, Mr. Diddy.
Can you have more than 6?
You got more than 6.
Because 1 is a prime number.
No, 1 is not a prime number. Remember, 1 is neither prime nor composite. Okay. I need one more reader so we could read this one more time and then we could get into the actual thing. Do you have a volunteer? No, Joel, you don't need to read.
Me? I can read.
Go ahead, Zaria.
Hold on, you want me to read the whole thing or just the symbol used?
Both paragraphs.
Oh, okay. The cube root of a number is the value when multiplied by itself twice equals the original number. For instance, the cube root of 8 is 2 because 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8. The symbol used to represent cube roots is 3 cubed.
No, the radical symbol with 3.
The radical symbol with 3, which is called the radical symbol for a cube root. It consists of a radical sign with a small numeral 3 to its upper left, indicating the cube root operation.
Very good. So we have the cube root operation there. So Okay, so question. What is the cube root of 1?
1.
Why?
Because 1 times 1 times 1 is 1.
Because 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. Question. What is the cube root of 24?
The cube root of 24.
2.
No, it's not 2. What is the cube root of 24?
12.
8.
No.
6.
Nope.
8.
Nope.
8.
Nope.
4.
Nope.
You have to multiply it, right? Like you have to multiply it.
3.
Nope.
3.
No.
24.
No.
It is not.
There isn't any, is there?
8 times 8 times 8.
6.
No.
Oh, I know it, right? But it just
No.
ain't clicking in my head.
No.
Mr.
It
Petit,
is
8.
First of
10
all,
times it. I don't think
First-
that is 1.
first of all,
16.
is 24 a
7.
cube number? Is 24 a cube number?
No, sir.
No. So if you do
Like
24, if you do 24 cube, then if you do the cube root of 24, you get a decimal number. You only can do it with a calculator. All right, what's the cube root of 8?
2.
24.
2. Why?
2. 2.
Because 2 times
2
2 times
2 times 2 is 8.
8. What's the cube root of 27?
3. 3? 3.
Why?
3
Because
times 3 times 3
3 times
is
3 times 3
times
is 27. What's the cube root of 64?
4.
4. Why?
Because 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 is
64.
64.
Let me help you all understand how we calculate it. We do not do, some people might say 2 times 2 times 2 is 6, but that's not true. What we do is we say 2 times 2, which is 8.
2 times
And then
2
we do
times 8.
And then we do
And
8
8
times 2, which gives us, I'm sorry, oh, this is so wrong. This is bad math. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. And 4 times 2 is 8. All right?
8.
All right, and then we say 3 times 3 is 9. And then 9 times 3
27.
is 27. All right? And we say 4 times 4 is 16. And 16 times 4 is what? 24. So we don't say 4 times 3, or we don't say 2 times 3, or we don't say 3 times 3. It's 4 in the multiplication 3 times. So let's do another one. What's the cube root of 125?
5.
5.
5.
So why? Why?
It's 5 times
Because
5.
5 times 5 times 5 equals 125.
Very good. 5 times 5 is 25.
25 and 25 times 5 is
And 25 times 5 is 125. That makes
Mr.
sense?
Petit,
Yes, go ahead.
we usually just factorize these.
Factorize them? You mean express them as indices?
Break it down to prime factors.
No, but no, you wouldn't do that. Not in this case. I know you're talking about, but not in this case.
Oh.
All right, next we have the cube root of 216. That's going to be what?
6.
That's going to be 6. Why? Why it's 6? Why is it 6?
Because 6 times 6 times 6.
Yeah, very good, because 6 times 6 times 6 is 216.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, what is the cube root of 343?
7 times
7.
7. Why?
Is 7 times 7 times
7
7
times 7 equals
343. Very good. And what's the cube root of 512?
8.
8. Why?
Because 8 times 8 times 8 equals 512.
Very good. What's the cube root of?
Good afternoon, Mr. Blue. Sorry for being late.
Good afternoon. What's the cube root of 729?
9.
9. Why?
Because 9 times 9 times 9 equals 729.
Very good. And finally, what's the cube root of 1,000?
10.
10. Why?
Because 10 times 10 times 10 equals 1,000.
Very good. And so that's how we do with the cube root. All right. Okay. Charlizetta Bevins. Charlizetta Bevins. Are you there, Bevins? I can't hear from a Charlizetta Bevins. Can't hear from a Deja Barry, can you hear me, Deja? Where's Deja? Can't hear from where's Deja? Yes, sir. Deja, what happened to your mic? You have to use your mic. Destin Gilbert, where's Destin? Destin Gilbert, can you hear me? Dunaway, where's Dunaway?
It's waiting on you. I'm writing Mr. T.
What's the cube root of 512?
8.
8. Why is that?
8 times 8 times 8 times
Very
8.
good. And Shakira Gray. What's the cube root of 216?
6.
Very good. 6. Why is that? Why is that, Miss Gray? Because 6 times 6. You were speaking, but we can't hear you. Aaliyah? Where's Aaliyah?
You can hear me now?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Yeah, because I said 6 times 6 equals 36, and 36 times 6 equals 216.
Very good. Nathan Patton, where's Nathan Patton?
Right here.
Are you writing this down?
Yes, sir. I already finished.
Okay. Aaliyah, are you finished with writing this down? Are you still writing it down?
I'm done.
You're done. Who else is finished writing this down? Who else is finished?
I am.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Okay.
I take screenshot.
Okay, for those of you who are finished, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need to see your notes. As everyone, please take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need to see what you have done so far. Ajani, please take a picture of your work and send it to me. Drayon, take a picture of your work. Where's Drayon? Or Dreon? Dreon, are you there? I can't hear from Dreon. Damari, where's Damari?
Yeah.
Damari,
There's one.
what's the cube root of 1,000?
10.
10, why is that?
Because 10 times 10 times 10 is 1,000.
Good. Have you sent in the work yet, Damari?
Right now.
Say it again.
I'm doing it right now.
Okay. Jeff Tunique Murphy. Where's Jeff Tunique Murphy?
Yes, sir.
Are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
You finished or what?
No, sir. I'm finished.
Okay. What's the cube root of 729?
This way
Jeff Tunique, what's the cube root of 729? Can I from Jeff Tunique? Where is not Cameron? Ken Leo? Can you hear me? Ken Leo. I need everyone to take a picture of their work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, please do that. Liliana, where's Liliana? Liliana, are you there? I call her, no, she's not responding. Can't hear from Liliana, can you hear me? Oh, okay. Can't hear
Yes,
from
sir.
can you hear me, Liliana?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's the cube root of 64?
4,
Why is that?
because 4 times 4 times 4 equals 64.
Very good. And what's the cube root of 1,000?
10.
Why?
10 times 10 times 10 equals 1,000.
Very good. Please put an I inside the chat if you understand how to do this. Again, put an I inside the chat if you understand how to do this. If you do not understand how to do this, put N. If you do not understand what's going on, put N. But put I inside the chat if you understand. Put N if you do not understand what's happening.
Mr. Martin,
Yes, go ahead.
I have a question. Next
What?
class, are we going to learn about triangular numbers?
No. No, we might do that today. We might do that today. We might, if we have time. We probably will. Joel, it's either I or N. If you understand it, please put I. If you do not understand, please put N. Where is Stane and Stanisha?
Yeah.
Do you understand what's happening?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you sent in your notes yet?
I'm sending now.
Okay. That's good. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a grade exercise on this. For the grade exercise, you don't have to write it in your book. You do not have to write it in your book. I want you to answer it in the chat. You don't have long to do it. So for the grade exercise, do not write it in your book. Just answer it in the chat. All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. So all of it is multiple choice except for except for number 6. So put your answers inside the chat. You have to number it, okay? So number 1A or number 1B or number 1C, number 2C, whatever. Put your answers inside the chat for me, please. The first question says, what symbol is used for the square root? Sorry, it says, what is the symbol used for the square root's call? Again, put your answers inside the chat for me, please. What is the symbol used for the square root's call? Please number it, number it. Don't just put the letter, number it, please. Number it. Number 2, which symbol is the correct symbol for the cube root? Which symbol is the correct one for the cube root? Is it A, B, C, or D? Number 3, what is the square root of 81? Number 3, what is the square root of 81? Number 4, what is the cube root of 343? Number 4, what is the cube root of 343? Number 5, the square root of a number is a value when multiplied by blank gives the original number. An integer, itself, a factor, a positive digit. And finally, what is the square root of 196? I need you to answer these inside the chat for me, please. I see the answers coming in. Answer all of them inside the chat. So you label them 1A, 1B, 1A, 2, whatever, 3, C, 4, whatever that is, 5, A, B, or C, and 6, the correct answer. Anyone finish with it yet? Let me know if y'all finish. Anyone
Almost, I just have one question to do.
Anyone finish?
I'm done.
You done? Okay.
I sent it.
Okay, good. Tania, where's Tania? Tanaya, sorry. Are you answering this in the chat?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Genesis, are you answering this in the
I'm
chat?
done.
Pardon?
Genesis, are you answering this in the chat?
Are we not to, did you say not to write them down?
I said, are you answering it in the chat? Are you answering in the chat?
Oh, I'll do it.
No, I'm saying do not write this down.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
All right, do not write this down. Just
Good
answer it inside the
afternoon.
chat.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Again, do not write this down, just answer it inside the chat for me. Okay, I think we're ready to answer these. We shouldn't take forever on this. All right, number one, what y'all have for number one? What is the symbol used for the square roots called?
One C.
Radical.
Radical.
C.
Radical.
C.
Radical.
Love radical.
Radical. The answer is C.
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 Anyone got C right? Let me know if you got that right.
I got it.
I got it right.
Got it. Okay, good. Number two, what y'all have for number two? What is the correct symbol for the cube root?
A.
D, not A.
D.
D, because they say cube root, right?
Yeah.
So
I got D. I got D.
D, very good. What is the square root of 81?
9.
No.
9. Why?
1
9 times 9 B.
9 times 9 equals 81.
Yeah, 9 times 81. What is the cube root of 343?
7.
Why?
7. 7 times 7 times 7 times 7 equals 40.
Yeah. Next, what the square root of a number is a value when multiplied by blank?
B.
By itself.
5B.
By itself. 5B, very good. And finally, number 6. What is the square root of 196?
14.
15 or 14? 15 or 14, let's see.
14.
If we look at our chart, the square root of 196 is
14 times 14.
Is definitely, where are we? 196. 14. Right? All right, so that's gonna be that. So we copy that. So that's going to be, if we go back here. For number 6, the answer is 14. Anyone got all right? Let me know if you got all right.
I
did.
Okay, very good.
I did.
Okay, good. So now we have an understand. Okay, anyone got one wrong? Anyone got one wrong?
I got one wrong.
One wrong.
I got number 1. I got number 2 wrong.
Okay. One wrong. Anyone got 2 wrong? One got 2 wrong.
I got 2 wrong.
2 wrong. Xavier Cooper or Miller?
Miller.
How?
I put 5 for some reason.
How, bro?
All right. Okay, so let's move on. Treyon?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what's happening?
No, sir.
No? Okay. Do you have any notes?
No, sir.
Okay.
I knew.
I mean, you just came on? You just logged on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when we go over these examples, please pay attention so you can know how to do it, okay?
Yes, sir.
Good. So let's move on to, so we already know how to do, we already know square root and cube roots. Now we're gonna do arithmetic with them. So we're gonna do arithmetic with square and cube roots. Write this down for me, please. Again, write this down. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna say, okay, we're gonna find the value of the following. So the first one we have is, do not say the answer. If you know the answer, don't say it. Write it in the chat. If you know the answer, don't say it. Write it in the chat. We have the square root. Write this down, please. Yes, write this down. Yes, you're writing this down. You're writing this down. We have the square root of 16 plus the square root of 49. Does anyone know how to do this? The square root of 16 plus the square root of 49. What's going to be the answer? Yes, you're writing this down. You're writing this down. You're writing this down. I can't emphasize that enough. You're writing this down. What's the square root of 16 plus the square root of 49? How are we going to get this anyway? Anyone know? How are we gonna
Find
get
the
this?
square root.
Yes, sir.
First, we need to
And
figure
find
out the square root of 16 and the
and
square root of 49.
And then
Uh-huh.
add them.
And then add them, right? What is the square root of 16?
4.
4.
What is the square root of 16?
4.
4.
4. Why?
Because
4
4
times
times 4 is
4 is 16.
Very good, because 4 times 4 is 16. What is the square root of 49?
7.
7.
Why?
7 times 7 is
7
49.
times 7
7 is 49.
Very good, because 7 and
The
7 is
final
49.
answer is 11.
The final answer is
11.
11. Everyone got that?
Yes.
Got that?
I did.
Who do not understand how I got 11? If you do not understand how I got 11, let me know.
I don't.
I don't understand.
You do that again for me, please.
Do it again. Okay. All right. So the first thing is you need your chart. You need your square root chart, right? Because if you don't have the chart, then you wouldn't know, or you have to know it from memory. The first thing that we do is we have to find the square root of 16. What is the square root of 16? That's what?
4.
4. Why?
4 times 4 is 16.
4 times 4 is 16.
4 times 4 is 16. Then we have the square root of 49.
49.
What's the square root of 49?
7. Oh, I understand.
7. 7. Why is the square root of 49 7?
7 times 7 is 49.
Good.
7 times
7 and
7 is
7 is 49.
49.
And then we have to do what? Add them, right?
Add them.
So we
Give us
say
the answer 11.
4 plus 7 is
11.
11.
I understand it.
All right. Do you all understand it now? Let me know if you understand it.
Yeah, so
Yes, sir.
I understand.
That makes sense?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, good.
You have in general science?
No general science today. All right. Let's do another one. I want to see how quickly y'all could say the answer. See how quickly y'all could think of it. So don't calculate, just try to do it with your head. But still write it down though, what your answer for this one is.
17.
Can I say my answer? 17. My
17.
answer is 17.
17.
Mine's in the chat. I see
17.
17.
17.
17.
Y'all got 17?
17.
Yeah.
All right, make sure.
Yes, sir.
5 plus 12.
Write this down for me, please. Make sure write this down. Write this down for me. What is the square root of 25?
5.
5.
5. Why? Why?
5 times 5 is 25.
25.
5 and 5 is 25.
And 12 times 12 equals 144.
Exactly. And the square root of 144 is 12.
12 times 12.
Because 12 times 12 is 144. And so we
Yes, sir.
add them. 5 plus 12 is
17.
17.
17. Stanisha, are you writing this down? Where's Stanisha? Are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
Good. Rayshan Cartwright, are you writing this down? Where's Rayshan Cartwright? Rayshan Cartwright, are you writing this down? Jana from Rayshan. Cleveland, are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
And Dunaway, are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Ethan Adderley, do you understand how to do this? Ethan Adderley?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, Ethan. How I got 17?
You have to see what 12 could go into. For example, like 5 times 5 is 25.
And so we say the square root of 25 is?
It's 5.
And the square root of
And so
144?
it's 12.
It's 12.
And
then
we add them, we get 17.
Very good. Okay. Let's do another one. Go ahead.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, for instance, say the square root, right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, I was thinking of the easy way. Like, say for 25, I have to say 2 plus 5 equals 7. And I will minus by the 2. Will give me 5.
Does that always work?
I would think so.
Try it for 144.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you just have to know the table. Because once you know what number times itself gives you 25, then that's the square root. Let's do another one. Tell me the answer, please. I have the square root of 169 minus the square root of 36. Again, the square root of 169 minus the square root of 36.
7.
2.
7.
2, 7, what is it?
It's 7.
It's 7.
Yeah, 7.
7. 7.
7.
7. 7.
Um, 8. No, 7.
8.
I have 7, Mr. Petit.
You have 7. Okay.
Yeah, 13 for 169 minus 6.
Okay. How did Joy get 7? What is the square root of 169?
13.
13.
13. And the square
And
root of
6.
36 is
Square root.
6.
And the
So
square
we
root of
take it away.
36 is 6.
Yeah,
We
so
cross the 1.
And you take it away, it's 7.
yeah, so 13 minus 6 is what? 7. 7. Where is Drion? Where's Drion?
Right there.
Do you understand what's happening or no?
I'm kind of understanding now.
Kind of understand now. So what we have to do is, so basically the square root is, they ask you for a number that you multiplied by itself to give you the original number. So 5 times 5 is 25. That's why the square root of 25 is 5. Okay. And 12 times 12 is 144. That's why the square root of 144 is 12. And then you just add them and that's how you get 17. That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Harmony, are you writing this down?
Yes, sir. And I have a question.
Go ahead.
How did you get 13 subtract 6?
Well, what is the square root of 169?
13.
13. What's the square root of 6? I mean, what's the square root of 36?
6.
And then we have to subtract them, right? So that's why we have 13 minus 6.
Good night, Mr. Petit. Sorry. I get on the notes because my Wi-Fi to cut out.
Okay, no problem. But write this down, Jeff Danique. Write this
Yes,
down.
sir.
All right, let's do number 4. Number 4 says the square root of 100. Please write this down. The square root of 100 minus the square root of 4. That should be easy.
98.
1, 8.
8.
Oh, sorry.
What that was? 98?
Take away 2.
That'd be 50.
50?
Yep.
What? It's 8.
8.
The answer is 8.
Hold on, no, sorry.
8.
The answer is 8.
8?
Yes, sir.
Answer
8.
6.
It's not 6.
6?
8.
I have 8. I would get 8.
8?
8.
8 or 6?
Minus 8. 8 is the answer.
8?
Yes, 8.
What is the square root of 100? What's the square root of 100?
10.
10. And what's the square root of
2.
what's the square root of 4?
It's 2. 10 minus 2.
So we have 10 minus 2. What is 10 minus 2?
8.
8. All right. Is that clear? Do y'all understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, write this down for me, please. Who do not understand how we getting these answers? Who do not understand? Like you here and you do not know how we getting these answers? Let me know, please. If you do not understand. Who do not understand? Let me know, please. If you do not understand, let me know. Jamar Flowers, are you there? Jamar Flowers, are you there? Where's Jamar Flowers? Can't really hear from Jamar Flowers. Jamar Flowers, are you there? Debria DeVoe, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
You understand what's happening?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Destin Gilbert, are you there?
Yes, sir.
You understand how I'm getting my answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fiani Catry. Where's Fiani? Where's Fiani? Can't have from Fiani. Ramon, where's Ramon?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand how I'm getting my answers?
Yes, sir.
How do I get number 4? Explain number 4 to me.
You get number 4 because 100 square root of 100 is 10 because 10 times 10 equals 100. And the square root of 4 is 2 because 2 times 2 equals 4. And then you take away 10 from 2 and make it you 8.
So you subtract these two numbers and you get 8, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Zaria Fowler, do you understand what's happening? Zaria Fowler.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. And Stanley Eugene, do you understand what's happening? Stanley?
Yes, sir.
You understand? Okay.
Yes, sir.
What I need, let's do another one. Let's do another one. So we have 13 plus the square root of 9. 13 plus the square root of 9. How are we going to get that one? 13 plus the square root of 9.
That's 16.
16.
16?
Yes.
13 plus 3.
The square root of
I get it. 16.
That's plus 3, right?
16.
16? You said 3. The answer is 3?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's 13 plus 3, right?
The answer is 3, you're saying?
No, sir.
What's the answer?
16.
The answer is 16.
16.
How did y'all get 16?
I got 16 because
Yes, 13.
13 plus
For 13 plus 3 is 6.
What is the square root of 9? What's the square root of 9?
3.
3.
And I add the 13.
3. And
And
13 plus 3 is 16.
And 13 plus 3 is?
16.
16. Very good. So 13 plus 3 is 16. Where is Zion Neely? Zion Neely, are you there? Where's Zion Neely? Zion Neely, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what's happening or no?
Yes, sir.
Explain how we got 16 in this case.
So basically, you brought the 3 down and then the two numbers, the number that could go in 9, you multiply those two, which is 3. And then you add 13 by 3 and then you add and you get 16.
So basically you find the square root of 9 first, which is what?
3.
Yeah, and then we do what after that?
You just bring the 13 down because it isn't a square root, it's just a number by itself.
Very good. And then we do what?
You add them.
And then our answer is?
16.
Very good. Are you writing this down? I want to know if you're writing this down or just looking at the screen.
That's right.
You have to write this down. You have to write this down. Okay, let's do our last one before the quiz. Our last one before the quiz. What if I have 17 minus the square root of 64? It's gonna be what?
9.
9. 9, y'all get 9? That's your final answer? That's your final answer? You sure? Don't just follow people. They could be wrong.
I got 9.
Y'all got 9?
Because 17 take away 8 is 9.
9?
No, she don't get it. 9.
9?
That's 9.
9? Okay. Eronique, where's Eronique?
Yes, sir.
9.
What you got? What you got, Eronique?
That's 8, right?
What Mr. Batiste is 9.
Eronique, what you got?
9.
How did you get that?
17 minus 8.
Why did you use 8?
Because the square root of 64 is 8.
Very good. And we do 17 minus 8, which gives us what?
9.
9. All right. Y'all should have just written down. Then take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need you to take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Where is Damari? Where's Damari?
Right.
Have you taken a picture of this and the previous notes and sent it to me?
Yes, I'm gonna send this one to you right now.
Okay, and where is CC Joseph, can you hear me, CC Joseph?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what's happening?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I need y'all to take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. I cannot emphasize that enough. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Jalen, are you doing this? Are you taking a picture of your work? Jalen?
Excuse me,
Jalen?
Mr. Petit.
Yes, Carmel? Chanel, sorry.
It's okay. I have to send you the pictures of my work later since I don't have my mother's phone right now.
Okay, no
Excuse me,
problem.
I'm not number.
Say it again. You don't have my WhatsApp number? Okay, my WhatsApp number is, for those persons who are new, is 426-8891. That's my WhatsApp number, 426-8891. All right?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead, Isaiah.
But I'm unable to send you the notes right now because I just came in the class and I just completed
You're just writing it down?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so what I need you to do is take a screenshot of this because I'm gonna move this soon. So quickly write this down.
Yes,
Aiden Bethel. Where's Aiden Bethel? Aiden Bethel, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Are you taking a picture of your notes and sending it to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For those persons who are new, if you are new and you're taking a picture of your work, what I need you to do is I need you to you need to what's the thing? You need to put your name, because if you're new and if you're new and I don't know your name, you need to put your name when you're taking the picture of your work. All right. All right. Drayon, did you put your name under it? Did you put your name? Did you put your name? Put your name, please.
Afternoon, Miss Petit.
Good afternoon. Andrea, why did you come so late today?
Oh, I wasn't home as yet. I sent you a message though.
Okay.
Mrs. Dear,
Andrea, what you're gonna need to do is, I'm gonna send the quiz. Andrea, what you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to quickly write this down, because I'm going to give the quiz. Okay, so the quiz is gonna be.
I'm already done, and I sent you a picture of it.
Okay, good. Okay, so the quiz is going to be based off of what we just did. Should be an easy quiz. So I'm gonna put the quiz inside the chat. Again, I'm gonna put the quiz inside the chat. Once you've started the quiz, please put started inside the chat again. Once you've started the quiz, please put started in the chat. The quiz will be put inside the chat in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, the quiz is inside the chat. Once you've started the quiz, please put started. You need to get, how much should you get on my quiz in order to pass? You need to get what?
80%.
A what?
80%. 80%.
An 80%, 80% or above, all right? 80% or above. Let me see how much this quiz is out of. You need to get 80% or above. Everyone should be working on the quiz. Everyone should be working on the quiz. The quiz is inside the chat. Did y'all get it? Let me know if y'all get it, please. Let me know if y'all get it. The quiz is actually out of 32. Wow. Why is this quiz out of 32? Ew. I did not know this quiz is this long. Oh, wow. Well, it ain't that long. It's only, how many questions? Only 16 questions. Each for 10 points. I mean, 2 points. All right, so quickly do this quiz. And actually work it out. Actually work it out. All right. Don't get sidetracked because of the different symbols. Look at your book and find the correct symbol.
Mr. Petit, I have a question.
Go ahead, Miles.
Are we writing the questions inside a book or we just answering it?
The quiz?
Yes, sir.
Just answering it. You don't have to write the questions down.
All right.
And it's not it's either yes or no, so Miles.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My bad.
Okay. For those of you who came late, you need to write this on the screen. That's the only way you could be able to answer the questions. All right, for those of you who came late. Everyone should be working on the quiz right now. Where is Charltonique? Charltonique, are you working on the quiz?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Philia Cooper, are you working on the quiz? Philia Cooper, are you working on the quiz? Philia Cooper, can you hear me? Okay. Joseph Kalma, are you working on the quiz? Joseph Kalma. Joseph Kalma, are you working on the quiz? Someone want me to resend the quiz? Anyone need me to resend the quiz? If you want me to resend the quiz has been resent. Kaden Dean, where's Kaden Dean? Kaden Dean, can you hear me? Where's Kaden Dean? And where's Marks? Marks, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Are you working on the quiz?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
I on number 15.
Okay, good. Zaria Fowler, what number you on the quiz? Zaria Fowler. 15? Okay. Okay. In order for you to pass the quiz, you need to get at least what should I say? At least it's over 32, so you should at least get a 20.
Good day.
Good day. Who's speaking?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Come on.
Come on, go ahead.
So the definition of a cube root of a number, the definition is a value that when multiplied by itself twice.
Yes, twice. Yeah, twice.
Oh, I thought it was two.
Now it's engaged. It's engaged in the multiplication 3 times, right? So it's you could see it in the product 3 times, right? But if you say it's multiplied by itself 3 times, right? Then that means that it has to be multiplied 4 times because it'll be by itself and then by itself again and then by itself again. So it'll be 4 times you have it. So you can't say multiply by itself 3 times.
I got a 32 up on 30 out of 32 teeth.
All right.
32.
You should, if you get less than 26, you should redo the quiz. So Ajani, you need to redo this quiz. If you get less than 26, you need to redo the quiz. Malachi, Russell, please redo the quiz. Condoleezza, Elisha, Alandra, Chanel, Trayvon, all y'all have done well. Zaria, Debria, Devo, good job. Aranique Borrows, very good. Aikisha Smith, very good. But if you get less than 26, you have to redo your quiz. All right, Bianca Dantes, very good. If you get less than 26, you need to redo your quiz. CC Joseph, where's CC Joseph? CC Joseph. What you got in your quiz?
I ain't finished yet.
Okay, and what's the name? Jonathan Higgs. Where's Jonathan Higgs?
I'm here.
We need to redo your quiz.
Excuse me, Mr.
We need to redo your quiz, Jonathan. Yes, go ahead.
My mic is working.
All right. Good stuff.
I finished my quiz, Mr. Petit.
All right. Who all finished their quiz? Let me know if y'all finished your quiz.
I finished my quiz. I'm finished.
Okay. Finish and pass. I'm not just talking.
Finished.
Finish.
Something 30 out of 32.
What I need y'all to do is when you're doing the quiz, I forgot to say this. Take a picture, take a screenshot of your grade and send it to me. All right. So when we do the next quiz, we might do a next quiz.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Take a screenshot of your grade and send it to me. Go ahead, Debria.
Still, even though you saw it, still take a screenshot?
Yeah, still take a screenshot even if I see it. Yes.
Okay.
And it's not okay, Debria. It's either yes or no, sir.
Yes, sir.
Where is yes, Ajani?
May you send the quiz in the chat, please?
Okay, let me resend the quiz because some people still need it. Okay, so for the most part, we are finished with this quiz. I need to move on to a next topic. Okay, so we already know how to do the cube roots.
32 out of 32, Mr. Petit.
32 out of 32. Very good, very good, very good, very good.
Mr. Petit, come on, for quiz. Come on, for quiz.
You have to finish the quiz. You have to finish the quiz first. Finish the quiz first, please. Finish the quiz first. Okay, good. I think
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead, Naya.
I sent you my work.
You already finished?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Petit, I got a perfect score, 32 to 32.
Already? Already, Naya?
Yes, sir.
Anyway, have a good holiday.
Mr. Petit, I get a 32 out of 32.
32 is good.
Good.
Good night. All right. Anyone else finished with the quiz? Okay, we have to move on. I think we have to move on. Where's Nateo?
Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
I have to take the test, so if I get a 26 or a 32?
No, 26 is fine. Or you get 26 or above.
Yes, sir.
Remind me again, who finished with the quiz? Let me know if you're finished. Well, finished.
I'm finished.
I'm
finished. I'm done.
I'm finished.
Score. I'm finished.
All right.
I'm finished.
Nateo Green, where's Nateo? We need to redo your quiz. Nateo Green, you need to redo your quiz. If you get less than Randolph Bethel, you need to redo your quiz. Delvon.
Correct.
I wasn't here at the start, so I didn't get most of the notes.
The first 3.
I only got 1 wrong, and they said I get 2 wrong.
Because
32 out of 32.
Because it's one is worth 2 points. All right. One question is worth 2 points.
26 out of 32.
If you got less than 26, you have to redo the quiz. Okay, let's move on to another topic. I think this is gonna be nice. Let's do this one. So please, I cannot emphasize, please pay attention. If you do not pay attention, you're not gonna understand what's happening. This is not an easy topic. So you have to pay attention in order to get it. Okay. Okay, so are you ready? Ready or not? Here we go. So we're gonna do a next, we're gonna venture into a next topic. Well, it's a next topic, right? It's kind of similar to what we've been doing, but it's another way to find the square root. So there is another way. What if you cannot remember your square roots, right? How could you find the square root if you cannot remember your chart? There's another way.
You can times the numbers.
You could
Time itself twice.
No,
One time.
There's something else you could do. Okay.
The tree?
Not the tree. Who said the tree? Who said the tree?
A lot of that.
Who said the tree?
Samaya.
Samaya, yes, you could use the tree. All right, so let's go ahead and learn that. So, boy, I hope this, oh my goodness, I hate when this, I just hate.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
What if you get a 28 or a 32? Do you do the quiz over?
Once you get 26 or above, that's fine.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's go on. Okay, let me share my screen now with you all. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, good. So we're gonna take our time with this. You don't have to write this slide down. We're gonna use factor trees to determine square roots. So basically at the end of this lesson, you need to understand what we mean by prime factorization using factor trees. You need to be able to apply the prime factorization process to decompose numbers into their prime factors. You need to be able to identify a group of prime factors into pairs and demonstrate the ability to find the square root of a number using prime factorization. So let's go ahead and get into this. So
I already know how to do that.
You don't already know how to do this. I'm sorry. I'm going to show you right now. So let's say, for example, we have,
Will you write this down?
write this down, yeah, number one. So it's two parts of it, right?
Mr. Petit, I can't hear anything.
Can you hear me? Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me?
Sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, Genesis, you will need to log out and join back again. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do, this is the first example. I need to write this down. Go ahead, Nathan. Can you read what this question says? Go ahead, Nathan. Nathan Patton.
Yes, sir.
Read the question for me, please.
1A, write 144 as a product of prime numbers, of prime factors, sorry.
Yeah, you want to write 144 as a product of its prime factors. Now, some of you may know how to do that part. That part is not the hard part. And if you do know, you can put your answer inside the chat.
Mr. Petit, I still can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything? Hello? All right. Okay, I think it's a problem with your Wi-Fi. Stay in.
I can hear now.
You can hear now. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 32.
Say it again.
I'm finished my quiz.
What you got?
It's like 10 out of 32.
10 out of 32?
Yes, sir.
You have to redo that. Redo that tree on. Do it again. You have to get at least a 26. All right, go ahead, Antoine. Read this question for me, please.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead, Tamaya.
I'm leaving.
Okay,
So can you just send me the notes, please?
I can.
Okay, thank you. And the quiz as well.
I will.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Petit, so just do the tree method and then what to do after that.
Okay, so write the question down first. Read it for me, Patrick.
Write 144 as a product of prime factors.
Very good. And Antoine, read this question for me, please.
Write 144 as a product of prime factors.
And one more person, D'Angelo Smith.
Yes, sir.
Read this for me, please. Read the question.
Write 144 as a product of prime factors.
Very good. And then, okay, so if we want to do this, anyone who know how to do this can tell me how we're going to write 144 as a product of its prime factors. What we're going to do?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Someone who know how to do it, tell me.
I think you're gonna write all the
You
numbers.
take 144 and say 12 times 12.
12 times 12?
12 times. Okay, you can do 144.
You're going to use the prime factors that equal that multiply to the number 144.
What did y'all do? What did y'all get? What did y'all get as y'all answer?
12. 2 times. I get 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3.
Okay, interesting. We're gonna use the factor tree. So let's get 144.
2 times 6 times 2.
What two numbers we could use to that could go into 144?
12 times 12.
12 times 12.
We could do 12 times 12. What else we could use? What else we could use?
You use 2.
We can use 2. So if we say 144 divided by 2, right? What do we get?
72.
72? So let's divide it. So 2 goes into 1 0 times. 2 times 0 is what? 0. So we have 1 minus 0, which is what? 1. We bring down the 4. How many times does 2 go into 14?
7 times.
7 times. So 2 times 7 is what? 14. And so, go ahead, D'Angelo.
I finished my quiz.
What you got?
32.
That's good. 2 times 7 is what?
14.
14. And we have 14 minus 14, which gives us 0.
0.
We bring down the
4.
4. How many times does 2 go into 4?
2 times.
Twice. So 2 times 2 is?
4.
4. And 4 minus 4 is?
0.
So how many times does 2 go into 144?
72.
72.
72. 72 times. So we
72.
can say 72 times what?
2.
Times 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Times 2. Okay, are we done?
No.
No. Are we done, class? Are we finished?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
No. What could we do now? What could we do?
I can go twice again.
We could use 2 again, right? So
Yes, sir.
how many times does 2 go into 72?
36.
36.
36. So we say 2 goes into 7 how many times?
3.
3 times. So 2 times 3 is what?
6.
6. And 7 minus 1 is? 7 minus 6 is?
1.
1. We bring down the?
2.
2. And then we say 2 times 6 is what?
12.
And so we have 12 minus 12, which is?
0.
0. So 72, so 2 into 72 is how many times?
36.
36 times. All right. Okay, now we're finished now, right?
No, you can go again.
No, sir.
No. No, so what could we do?
Twice.
You have to divide 36 by 2.
Very good. So 36 divided by 2, what y'all get when y'all divide 36 by 2?
12.
18.
Say again.
Can I put my final answer in the chat?
18.
You can put your final answer in the chat. You get what?
18.
18. 18. So 2 goes into 36 18 times. Why? Because 2 goes into 3 how many times?
1.
Once. 2 times 1 is? 2.
2.
And then we say what? 3 minus 2 is?
1.
1. We bring down the 6. 2 times 8 is? 16.
16.
16. And 16 minus 16 is?
0.
0.
And so we break 36 into 18 and 2.
2.
Yeah.
That
So
could go
we're
again.
finished. We're finished, right?
No, it could go again.
No. 18. How many times does what we gonna use 18?
9.
What we gonna do? What we gonna do?
Use 3.
You can use 3.
1, 2 would be 9.
Yeah.
We can use 9 and
use
9
6
and
times.
9 and 2. 9 times 2 is what?
18.
18. And are we done?
No.
No, we can
No,
use
sir.
3.
No.
No.
Use 3 instead of 2, so it won't be a remainder.
We could use 3.
It wouldn't
3
be
in
a
a prime factor.
We could use 3. So 3 times 3 is?
3 times 3 is 9.
It's 9. Can we go lower?
No.
No, sir.
Once.
No, sir.
Once.
No.
Because
can't.
3 is prime.
Because 3 is prime. So that means our prime factorization will be the following. We only use prime numbers, so it's going to be what? 2.
2 to the power of 4 times 3.
And then 2. And then 2. And then 2. So you grab all of the 2's. And then you grab all of the 3's. So it's going to be 3. And it's going to be what? 3.
3.
And so our prime factorization is what? 144 is what?
2
2
times
times 2
2 times
times
2
2 times
times
2
2
times what? Times 3 times 3. Right? Do you all understand this or no? Let me know if you all understand this. Let me know.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
I do.
I do. I use the ladder method.
The
But
ladder
it's
method is
basically,
fine. The ladder
yeah, it's
method
the
is
same
fine
thing
too.
you did.
Yeah.
I also use a lot of method.
Yeah, the ladder method is fine too. Yes, go ahead.
You
By the
use
way, one more. Write this down for me, please. You need to write this down. Go ahead, Patrick. Go ahead, Patrick.
use exponents, or you just keep it like that?
Well, you could use exponents, but they didn't ask us to write in exponents, so I just leave it like that. But if we want to write it in exponents, it'll be 2 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4 times 3 squared. Mind you, this is A. This is part A. There's another part, so that's why I haven't changed it. Okay. All right. Yes, Ethan, go ahead.
How come you didn't use 12 times 12?
I don't know. I didn't. Say it again.
How come you didn't use 12 times 12 at the beginning?
Why didn't I use 12 times 12 in the beginning?
Okay.
Just so that I just stay with 2's. It's just half it each time. But you could do 12 times 12 in the beginning, and then you could split it again. Yeah. I really only didn't do it because it's just gonna be harder to construct a PowerPoint like that. So I just use 2 each time. It's just easier.
Mr. Petit, I have a question. So when you're dividing, right, do you always use 2?
I always use 2, right? You don't have to always use 2 because some numbers are not going to be divisible by 2. So you just have to find 2 factors that goes into the number and then just keep on breaking it down until there's no more. All right.
Okay.
And
Yes,
it's not
sir.
okay. It's not okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Anyone who do not understand, please let me know. If you do not understand, let me know, please.
I do not. I do not. Do a next example.
Do not. Who do not understand? Do not.
I do not.
I do not.
And Isaiah do not. Okay.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead, Rudy.
I don't understand it.
You don't understand either?
No,
So
no.
Rudy and Isaiah do not understand. Okay. Who else?
Morris don't understand either.
Me too.
Who was me too? Neely?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Neely, Morris, and Rudy.
Good night.
And okay, y'all don't understand? Okay. So
Good night.
go ahead, yes.
Hi, I'll be leaving early, but I'll send in my work to you.
What's your name?
Kamoy Swan.
Come on, Swan. Okay, no problem. Okay, let's
Can
go.
you send me the quiz?
I can.
Okay,
All right,
thank you.
let's do it again. Let's do it one more time. Okay. So we want to express this number as a product of prime factors. So basically, we want to split it, right? We want to split it. So let's take 144, and what 2 numbers can go into 144? What 2 numbers can go into 144? We could use
2 and 12.
We could use 12 and 12. We could use what else we could use?
4.
I mean, you could use a bunch of stuff. I want to use I want to half it. So I use 2. So I said how many times does 144 go into 2? And the answer is 72. So that's why we say 72 multiplied by 2. Say it again. Treon, what'd you say? Treon?
I say I'm kind of understanding.
You kind of understand it? Yeah, we just splitting it, right? So we take 144, we split it. 72 and 2, right? Okay, next. After we do that, we want to take 72. We're going to take 72 and split it. So what is half of 72? That's what? When you divide 72 by 36, 72 by 2 is 72 by 2 is what? 36. So we say 36 times 2. All right. Are we done?
No.
No, we're not
No, sir.
finished. We're not finished
sir.
because you still could half it, right? You still could half it. So 36 divided by 2 again is going to be what?
18.
18 times 2, right? But are we done?
No, sir.
No.
Can go again.
Why? Because we could what?
Go low.
We could still half it again, right?
Yes, sir.
Zion, Neely, you understand what's happening? Zion.
Yes, sir.
What is 18 divided by 2?
9.
9. So we have 9 times 2, right? Are we finished?
No, sir.
No.
Can go lower.
No. Hey, we could still do 3 times 3 and get 9. But now we know we're finished because all we were left with is prime numbers now. So what are the prime numbers? 3, 3, right? And what else?
2s.
And all
4
the
2s.
2s, and all the 2s, right? And all the 2s. So it's gonna be this 2 and this 2 and this 2 and this 2, right? And so we trying to get all the prime numbers, so it's gonna be what? It's going to be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times what? 3 times 3. All right? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That makes sense. Okay. All right, quickly write this down for me, please, before I move the slide. And also take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. If you understand how I got this, put I inside the chat. If you understand, put I. If you do not understand, put N. Isaiah, yes.
Want us to write them circle too? How you break it down?
Yes, how I just like how I break it down, you need to write it down. Just like how I have it. Go ahead, Isaiah.
Yes, sir.
What you don't understand? Isaiah, where's Isaiah?
I'm your my mic was off. My bad. I didn't understand how you got like the first one because I had 12 times 12 at first.
Oh, okay. You could do 12 times 12. It's fine. Once you break it down enough, you could do 12 times 12. But I half it, so that's why I got 72 times 2.
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions before I move on? Please. One moment. Go ahead, D'Angelo.
This is his mom. He doesn't have. He only uses his iPad. For him to take a picture, do you have iMessage where he can send his work to you through iMessage because he doesn't have a phone?
Oh, he doesn't have a phone. But what he could do after class is email it to me.
Okay.
So let me put my email in the chat so we can email it because you say he doesn't have a phone.
No. Okay,
what's his name?
D'Angelo Smith.
D'Angelo Smith. Yeah, D'Angelo, you'd have to email it to me, okay? The email is in the chat. Where's D'Angelo? D'Angelo, can you hear me? I can't hear him no more. D'Angelo, can you hear me?
Left.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do you see my email in the chat?
Yes, sir.
So use that, and when you take a picture of your work, then email it. Okay. All right. Next. Okay, so all of y'all say y'all understand this. So have y'all taken a picture of your work and sent it to me already? Let me know, please.
My mommy and I wait till she come home.
Yes, sir.
Have y'all taken a picture of this and sent it to me via WhatsApp?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Mr. Petit, I was trying to tell you on the quiz a while ago, I got 26 on the quiz.
That's good. 26 is good. All right, let's move on to the next question. So we already know that the prime factorization of 144 is what? 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. That's what we know. Again, we already know that the prime factorization of 144 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. This is going to be very important as we move on to the next question.
When you draw it again, you miss out on other tree, with the circle stem. Yeah.
I didn't miss anything. Look carefully again. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it probably was cut off the screen.
Yes, it was.
All right. Do we have this written down?
I sent it just now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you have this written down? Let me
Yes,
know,
sir.
please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, let's move on to this next question. Okay, good. So this one says, now, using your answer from part A, find the value of the square root of 144. So using your answer from A, find the value of 144. How are we gonna do this?
We
What is the square root of 144? We should already know what the answer is. What's the square root of 144?
12.
12, 12, 12.
12.
12.
2 times 12 equals 1.
Because 12 times 12 is 144.
144.
Yeah, so we already know what the answer is. But they want us to use our answer from part A to find that the answer is 12. So how are we gonna do that? So remember what the prime factorization of 144 is. Can someone tell me the prime factorization of 144?
2 to the power.
I'll add.
The prime factorization of 144 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times what?
3 times 3.
3 times
3 times 3, right? So let's make a note of that. So the square root of 144 is actually equal to what? The square root of what? 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Do you all understand this line? Let me know, please. Do you understand this line?
Yes, sir.
The
Yes,
square
I
root of
understand. I got the answer.
the square root of 144 is equal to the square root of 2 times 2 times 2 times 2
times 2
times 3
times
because we just figured out that the square root of
144.
We just figured out that 144 is its prime factorization is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Okay, now that we know that, the idea here is that we have to group all of the ones that are the same. Or I should say we should group, not all the ones that are the same. We should pair them up.
Paired multiple.
No, just pair them. You want to pair them. You want to pair them. So that's important. So what pairs we could have? We could have 2 times 2. That's going to be what? 2
2 to the power of 2.
squared, right? So 2 times 2 is going to be what? 2 squared, right? That's how we got that. And then 2 times 2 is going to be what?
4.
2 squared, right? And then 3 times 3 is going to be what? 3 squared. Do you all understand that?
Yes.
Again,
Yes,
2 times 2 is 2 squared. 2 times 2 is 2 squared. 3 times 3 is 3 squared. That makes sense? Does that make sense? Let me know, please. Let me know. Don't be quiet. If you're quiet.
Yes, sir.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
sir.
Okay, good. Now, what we're gonna do is we are going to separate them. So we have the square root of 2 squared. We put that here. The square root of 2 squared. We put that here. And we have the square root of 3 squared. We put it there. Right? So we separate them. Okay? We separate them. That's all we did. All we did was separate them. Next, after we separate them, the square root is very important. Square root and the power of 2, they cancel out each other. So after we already separate them, we know that the square root and the power of 2 are opposites. It's kind of like multiplication to division, addition and subtraction. Like they cancel out each other. So that means that this would cancel out with this. This would cancel out with that. That would cancel out with that. Let me repeat myself. So after we already separate them into 3, then we cancel. So we know that this square root will cancel out with this 2. This square root will cancel out with this 2. And this square root will cancel out with that 2. Why is that important? It's important because what are we going to be left with? If we remove the square root and the square, what are we going to be left with? If we remove the square root and the square.
number by itself.
Just the number by itself, right? So we're going to be left with what? 2 times 2 times 3. And what is 2 times 2 times 3? That's what?
12.
12.
So that 2 times 2 is 4, right? 2 times 2 is 4. And 4 times 3 is what? 12. And so in the end, we got that the square root of 144 is 12. And guess what? We did not use the chart. We actually calculated it and found that it is 12. Okay?
Will we have a quiz on this?
We don't have enough time for a quiz on this. But I want to know, do you understand this? Who all understand this? Or who need me to do it over?
You could do it over again, please.
You understand?
I understand.
You understand?
You could do it over.
Want me to do it over? Who do not understand what's happening? You don't understand what's happening.
I don't.
You don't?
Mr. Petit, I do have one quick question.
Go
Are
ahead.
we canceling out the thing on the outside and the square because it's basically the same thing?
They're opposites, not the same. They're opposites.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
So we cancel out the square root and the square. Go ahead.
When you're answering this question, if you just put 12, would that be incorrect, or would you have to show this entire
You have to
work?
show. You have to show. They want you based on the prime factorization. That's why this is part B. So based on what you did in part A, they want you to answer it and show your work in. All right.
Okay.
All right. So let's do it again for those persons.
But I didn't do it like that, though, Mr. Petit. I just do count the twos and I know, but 3 that would automatically be 1 comes together as 1. So I did 4 times 3 and I got 12. I didn't do all of that working.
No. It's important that you do it like this because why? If you just say 4 times 3 is 12, we already know the answer is 12. We know the answer is 12 from the beginning because we already know from the chart that 144, the square root of 144 is 12. And we know 4 times 3 is 12. We know that. But they want you to use the prime factorization that was given to answer your question. So they want to know, they want to see if you know how to break it apart and cancel them and get your answer. That's what they want to see. All right. And so let's do it again. Let me erase all this. So let's do it one more time. So based on our first question, we know that the square root of 144 is going to be equal to what? 2 times what? 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3, right? Is that clear? Do you understand that part?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to group them, right? So we're going to group them together. Put them in pairs. That's very important to put them in pairs. And so we have 2 times 2, which gives us what? 2 squared. We have 2 times 2, which gives us what? 2 squared. And then we have 3 times 3, which gives us what? 3 squared. And so we have 2 times 2, which gives us 2 squared, 2 times 2, which gives us 2 squared, and 3 times 3, which gives us 3 squared. Next, after we already have them raised to the power of 2, right? Then we separate them. So we say the square root of 2 squared, the square root of 2 squared, and the square root of 3 squared. Because if they're underneath the radical like that, you could separate them. What's the next step that we're gonna do? What's the next thing we're gonna do? Based on what I showed you before, what's the next step we're gonna do?
We're gonna
Cancel.
We're gonna
Cancel.
cancel. We're gonna cancel what?
Cancel the squares and the square root and
yeah.
the root.
Yeah, so the root cancel with the 2. The root cancel with the 2. So the square root and the power of 2, they're opposites, so we could cancel them out. And so we are left with just the numbers underneath. And what are the numbers we're left with? 2, 2, and 3. So this is gonna be equal to what? 2 times 2, which gives us what? 4. Let's write that down. 2 times 2, which gives us 4. And then 4 times 3, which gives us what? Which gives us 12. And so the answer here is 12. So we used...
What is the exact time we finish?
Say it again.
What is the exact time we finish class?
At 9. We finished class at 9. So
Right.
it's not all right, Treon. It's either yes or no. So we have 4 times 3, which gives us 12. All right. What I need you to do is take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. This is gonna be our last math slide. So take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. And if anyone have any questions, please let me know so I can answer them right now before we transition over to English. Do you have any questions on this? Let me know.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
I
just joined because I was out somewhere. You could send the notes to my memory, please. That's on grade.
Mr. Petit, your mic went low.
I can't. My mic went low. Anyone have any questions based on this? Let me know, please. If you have any questions. Okay, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Lavender, where's Lavender?
Yes,
John.
sir.
Mr. Petit would be unable to record when I'm leaving home.
Okay. Where's Lavender Johnson?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Have you taken a picture of your work and sent it to me?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's good. Thank you, Lavender.
Sure.
Liliana, where's Liliana? Liliana, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Have you taken a picture of your work and sent it to me?
Yes, sir.
Did you put your name? Because I don't know if I recognize your number. So make sure I put your name.
Yes.
You did? Okay, do you understand this, Liliana, or you don't understand this?
I understand it.
Okay. And where is Delvon Sands? Are you there? Where's Delvon?
Right there.
Delvon, you understand how to do this?
Yes, sir.
Did you take a picture of it and send it to me on WhatsApp?
I got send it right now.
Good. And where's Patrick?
Hi, Mr. Petit.
Patrick, are you there?
Yes, sir, right there.
You already sent a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp? Patrick?
Yes, sir, I just sent it.
You just sent it. And Zaria Fowler, have you already sent in your work?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how about you, Trayvon?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes?
Can I use the restroom, please?
Yes, you can.
Hey, use them. Hey.
All right. Okay, so let's transition over to English. Everyone should already have their work sent to me via WhatsApp. Everyone should already have their work sent to me via WhatsApp. Okay. If not, you need to do that right now. If not, you need to do that right now for me. All right, everyone should have their work sent to me via WhatsApp.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, do we have English today?
We do. We have English right now. So we're going to transition over to English. All right, everyone should take a picture of their work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Mr. Petit, I already took my language, so I'm going to leave now.
That's no problem. All right. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and where's Caleb? Caleb, can you hear me? Where's Caleb? Caleb, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What happened to Kanan?
He should be right here.
Kanan is not there.
I go check on him.
All right. Let's head up for English. So my name is Mr. Petit. Today is Monday the 14th of October, 2024. Subject is, of course, English language. Andrea Barnaby, are you writing this down? Andrea Barnaby?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Rudy, are you writing this down?
Sir.
Okay. Alexander, are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you send me the work in, Alexander?
No, sir, I'm gonna send it right now.
You should already send that, Alexander. All right, today we're going to be looking at idioms and symbolism. Idioms and symbolism. All right. Does anyone know what we mean by idiom and idiom? You never heard of the term idiom before?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Idioms, no. It's like a pun.
No.
So.
It's like a pun. Okay. D'Angelo's.
It's a figure of speech.
It's a figure of speech.
It's a group of established words.
A group of established words. Okay. Where's Joseph Kalma? Joseph Kalma, can you hear me?
Not meant to be taken literally.
Where's Joseph Kalma? Joseph, can you hear me? I can't hear from Joseph. Joseph Kalma, can you hear me? I really can't hear from Joseph. Where is Naja or Naja? Najia? Najia?
Yes, sir.
How do you pronounce your name?
Nasia.
Naja. Are you writing this down, Naja?
Yes, sir.
Aaliyah, are you writing this down?
Leah.
Aaliyah, sorry.
I wrote it down already.
Okay, and Jeftany Murphy, are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
An idiom is like expression.
An idiom is like an expression. Okay. Anyone else want to try? What do we mean by an idiom?
Yes, sir. It's
like an expression you would use, like, for example, for somebody to say, I'll catch a grenade for you.
Oh.
Or I don't know.
You don't know?
May I try?
Go ahead, Genesis. Go ahead, Genesis.
I think it's idioms are when people create terms that are kind of like expressions. For
Okay.
example, people would say, she moved as fast as grease lightning. I think that might be an idiom.
I think that might be an idiom. Okay.
It's a saying or phrase that doesn't make sense.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Idiom is a figure.
One second. Go ahead, Treon.
You can hear me now. My mic wasn't working.
I could
just
hear you.
now.
I could hear you. Yes, I could hear you. Go ahead, Harmony.
An expression that holds a different meaning.
Okay, an expression that holds a different meaning. Anyone else?
An idiom is like a saying, basically.
A saying. Okay, I could accept that. Okay, so let's write this down. So we're gonna be looking at idioms and symbolism today. So, idioms. Let's start. Idioms are colorful expressions. They are colorful expressions that add flair and nuance to language. So it has to be colorful, right? Or it's said in a figurative way, or in a way that you initially think about, you be like, I don't understand what that means. And then when they explain, you be like, oh, I understand now. So again, idioms are colorful expressions that add a flair and nuance to language. So a lot of idioms, a lot of sayings, a lot of proverbs, a lot of, they might say old people language is their idioms. Really, they're idioms. All right, so let's highlight. It's a colorful expression, right? Please write this down. Don't just look at the screen. Write this down for me. Colorful expression that add a flair and nuance. A flair and nuance to language.
What does nuance mean?
Nuance mean, Kanan, what happened? Where were you all day?
We did come home late and I had to bed and kill gunshot before me.
Oh, okay. You missed a very good important maths class. It was really good. Nuance mean that it could have an alternative meaning, right? So, if something is nuanced, that means that it's the way you look at it on the surface is different than what it actually is. That's what I mean by nuance, right? It's not like you shouldn't take it as at face value, right? So they often, you understand that, Kanan?
Yeah, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Language. Spell this wrong. Okay, they often originate from cultural and historical contexts, which are deeply embedded in the collective consciousness of a language community. So they are cultural. They come from the culture. They come from historical background. Like, they are things that you might maybe grow up pairing, right? And you're like, I've heard that before, but I don't know what it means, but I've heard it before. And that's what it means, right? And it makes sense. So for example,
Question. An example of something like that would be eyebrow come before how does it
I know
go?
that. I know that. I know that. I
I
guess.
wrinkle being here before eyebrow.
Wrinkle before eyebrow. Yes.
Oh,
Would that
okay.
be one?
Yes, that would definitely be an idiom. Yes. So, so for example, I'm trying to think of that's an idiom or a saying, Shakira, because say it again. Say it again. Say the saying again. Because not all sayings are idioms.
I wrinkle being here before eyebrow.
I wrinkled been before. I'm not sure about that. I'll have to think about that. I ain't sure, but I know it's a saying, but
Mr. How
yeah.
about head over ears?
Yes, definitely, sure.
Over the
all right. Let me start giving them before y'all start and bombarding me with all y'all examples. A good one that I could think of is definitely under the weather. Under the weather. Now, what does under the weather mean?
Not feeling
Like
well.
you're feeling sick.
Not feeling well. You feeling sick?
Yeah, so that means
You're not feeling good.
so this means that a person is ill, sick, or just not feeling well. This is a perfect example of an idiom because, like, if you take it literally and try to make it make sense literally, you will be in plenty of problems because under the weather, like, under the weather, like, what does that
Oh,
even
it's under
mean?
the weather because the weather in the sky?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're like, why would they say under the weather? That's just an idiom. Like, and it is understood when someone say under the weather that it means that the person is sick or just not feeling well. All right. So let me give you another example. So let's say kill 2 birds. Finish it for me.
You can kill two
one
birds with one stone.
One stone. With one stone. Yeah, that's why I'd say it's deeply embedded in the collective consciousness of the community. Like, I didn't have to finish it for y'all to know what it is, right? Like, it can't be something that you just make up and you be like, oh, that's an idiom. I just made it up. Like, idioms are known. So, kill 2 birds with one stone. What does that mean?
When you do one task, you're actually able to complete another one at the same time.
Okay.
When you do like
When you
do,
mash
like,
two,
all of them?
One solution to solve 2 problems.
One solution to solve 2 problems. Or you do one action.
Asking
to eliminate 2 tasks, one action to eliminate
Yeah.
2 tasks.
Yeah, so to accomplish.
when you do one thing and it mash to take out 2 things which you're supposed to do.
Yeah, to accomplish 2 tasks with a single what? Action. So we mean by idiom.
So
Go
you
ahead.
basically multitasking?
Yeah, basically. Go ahead. But if you just hear kill 2 birds with one stone and you don't know about it, let's say you just learned in English, right? And you like kill 2 birds with one stone. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Like its meaning is not obvious, right? It's another one.
Break a leg.
Break a leg, yeah. How about
I need it done like yesterday.
There's small ways to skin a cat.
Step on it.
How about once in a what?
Million?
Blue moon.
Blue moon. Blue moon. Once in a blue
That's
moon.
my mom's favorite.
What does that mean?
Very rarely.
Rarely.
Like you don't do it a lot.
Yeah, it's rare, right?
Very often.
Not very often, very rare. So
okay.
So it means something that happens very rarely. Okay, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to put your idiom inside the chat, and then we're gonna look at it. So put your idiom inside the chat. Your example of an idiom inside the chat. Make sure please write down your notes. You don't want to just be putting idioms inside the chat and you haven't written down your notes. So make sure to write down your notes as well. Let me check the chat. We have bite the bullet, yes. Birds of a feather flock together, yes. A piece of cake, yes. The apple don't fall far from the tree, yes. Don't break a leg, yes. Break a leg, yes. Have, no. I need it done like yesterday, no. Learn the ropes, yes. Hand go and hand go, hand come, yes. You've been in cost an arm and a leg, yes. What your left hand knows your right hand shouldn't. When you dig, yes. When you dig one hole, you better dig two. Okay. Monkey see, monkey do, yep. What, when what? When bat flies. One bad apple turn, all bad. Break a leg. Can't take the horse to the well, but you can force him to drink, yes. A blessing in disguise, yes. When hell freezes over, wow. Don't beat around the bush, yes. Yes. Put your foot in your mouth, yes. Hold your horses, yes. Yes. So those are all good examples of idioms. Okay. So let's look at symbolism. So when we talk about symbolism in language, anyone have any idea of symbolism? What do we mean by symbolism?
Like a sign that represents something else.
A sign that represents something else. Anyone else?
Used to represent ideas.
We use them to represent ideas. Yes. Anyone else? What do you mean by symbolism?
Feeling or something too.
We use them to represent feeling. Thank you, Tavana. I could finally hear you properly, Tavana. I don't know why.
A representation of a particular sign or symbol.
A representation of a particular sign or symbol. So symbolism involves the use of symbols such as objects, colors. Do you know that colors also form a part of symbolism? Did y'all know that?
Yes,
sir. Red is danger.
Yes,
like certain colors you
Yin
wear,
and yang.
right?
Yin and
Well,
yang.
yes, that's a symbol. Such as
Just
objects,
like how,
colors.
just like how in the red light.
Yes, they got a red light, yes.
For yellow
Animals.
is warning.
Yeah.
Yellow is caution.
Yeah, yellow is caution. Or actions.
Mr. Petit, can it be like one of those hurricane warning signs, like the burn, burn, burn?
Oh, you mean the sound?
Can it?
Symbolism? No, no, I wouldn't say that. Objects, colors, animals, or actions to represent abstract themes. When we talk about abstract themes, we talk about love, fear, dishonor, loyalty, right? And ideas and concepts. And so you could use this inside your writing to, make it come alive, right? So, for example, What does the dove represent?
Life and
Love.
Love. Love? Dove represent
peace.
love?
Peace.
Light,
Holy Spirit.
peace,
The Holy
the
The
Spirit.
Holy
dove,
Spirit,
the
the
dove
Holy
is a
Spirit,
symbol of what?
Purity.
Peace.
Purity, peace,
Christianity,
of peace, purity,
Remorse
or death.
death,
quiet,
yeah, death. Also we use it for love as well. Okay, but I wouldn't, not heavily for love. I wouldn't put love. It's not heavy for love. The color red. What is the color red used for?
Danger.
Love.
Color
red,
red. The color red
Caution.
The blood of
symbolizes
Jesus.
Alertness.
symbolizes love,
red,
passion. What
Danger.
else?
rage,
Or danger, or even rage, right?
Blood of Jesus.
Caution.
Caution, yes. And then you have the
The blood
cross.
of Jesus.
And then you have the cross. What's the cross a symbolism of?
Our Lord and Savior.
Christianity,
Christianity.
Okay. So the cross is so you might say, like, the reason why it's important because you might be reading something, right? And I don't know if you or you may be watching something, and they would be like, we've come to a time when every soldier must embrace the cross in spite of its challenges. When they say embrace the cross, what do they mean by that? Like, embrace the
face the
cross.
challenge of God,
And respect.
Say it again. Sacrifice, exactly. Sacrifice. So when they say embrace the cross, that means willingly accept the challenge, willingly accept the sacrifice, willingly accept the pain that you're going to go through, right? So when you use symbolism in your writing, you don't have to, like, using symbolism could cause you to say one word and you mean so much things, right? Because by saying embrace the cross, we are able to say,
They use that
go
in
the
movies
extra,
a lot.
yeah, they use it in movies a lot. You're able to say, go the extra mile, go the distance, right? So symbolism is very good because if you could choose the right symbol, then you can say more than one thing just by using a symbol. So the cross is a symbol and it gives your writing like double meaning too, right? And double interpretation. And that's high level writing, right? So the cross is a symbol of what? Sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
And what else? And salvation. So we have the dove, the cross, and red. Inside the chat, put your own symbolism and tell me what it means. Put your own symbolism, or you could tell me it, what symbolism you're thinking about. So,
Like make our own or just like whatever.
it has to be like, you know,
Pre-existing.
generally accepted as a symbol.
Okay.
Chains. Oh my goodness. Chains it's such a big symbol. What does chain mean?
like lock up,
Slavery or
trap,
held back.
coming
Two
together, lock up.
like a symbol. Two things coming together.
So a chain, even in songs, right? The lady say, break every chain. What when she break every chain? What could the chain be? The chain could be what?
Like
The devil and slavery.
Yeah. Yes. So the chain could represent anything that's holding you back. That could be depression. That could be grades. That could be, you know, suicidal thoughts. That could be disappointment. That could be, you know, poverty. That could be, you know, unfairness. The chain, just by saying chain, like that's a whole symbolism for a whole bunch of stuff, right? Roses, romance, pink, sweetness, love, cuteness. That's true. Water is a symbolism of rebirth. Yes, that's so true. Flame is a symbol of eternity. Heart is love. That's definitely light. Good. That's a good one. Oh my goodness, that's another symbolism. Even in the Bible, they say, ye are the light of the world. That's a symbolism, right? The light means something that is pure, something that is, something that must be looked upon, right? Bear is courage. I like that. White is purity. That's why in marriages, the bride always wear white, purity. They're supposed to be pure. Yin yang, differences to things. Fall is time, and fall is time, change and grow. Light bulb means yes, your head, idea. Stone means strong. How about the lion? I'm surprised nobody said lion. I'm surprised I said lion. Phoenix, rebirth, renewal, right? And even inside, even in regular terms, when people say I'm a beast, or people say I'm the goat, what does that mean? What does the goat or beast mean? What does that mean? What does the symbol of?
You're very good at something.
Greatest of all time.
The greatest of all time, or what?
Or they say they
You're
unstoppable.
the best
Unstoppable,
at something,
right? You're unstoppable, right?
You're
Okay,
at the peak.
you're at the peak, right? The ladder is for a different level.
Undefeated.
All right, good. So those are symbolism. Okay, go ahead, and you all have this written down, right? You all have this written down.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good. Take a picture of this.
Red.
Take a picture of this. Take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
Can you check my example in chat, please?
What you said? What you said? Oh, fire, destruction, and rebirth. Yes, that's true. That's true. All right, good. That's true. So take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right, so let's do an exercise on this. All right, let's do an exercise on this. Okay, let's do an exercise on this. So let's do an exercise based on this. So we have okay. Make sure to take a picture of your work and send it to me, please. Please do that.
Yeah, sure.
Good.
Very good.
Okay, so let's do an exercise based on this. So
You mean on this?
I'm gonna put on this. I'm put on the screen yet. So I haven't put on the screen yet.
A photo?
I'm trying to figure out which screen I have. Okay, let's see. All right, so all right, so can y'all see this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do not write this down, just write the answers in the chat. Again, do not write this down. Just write the answers in the chat. So what I want you to do is, for each idiom and symbolism, you need to tell me what it means, right? Again, don't write this down, just put the answers in the chat.
You, Mr. D, you can go back to that other screen just for a second.
I can. So for this one,
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, are we writing a graded exercise in our book?
no, you're not writing in your book. You're just writing the answers in the chat, all right? And then we can go over it. All right, so I need two readers. I need two readers. Rudy, you always talking. I need two readers, people who don't really talk like that.
Oh. Me? I want to read.
Go ahead, Andrea, and who else?
Me.
No, no, no,
Me.
no.
Mr. Petit, I don't usually read.
Me.
I was hearing you. I know Andrea, she barely is talk. Someone else.
Miss Ritchie, I barely read.
No, Jaden.
I'll go.
Who's I'll go? Sean? Okay, go ahead, Sean. So go ahead, Andrea, first, and then Andrea will read the first 5, and he'll read the last 5. Go ahead, Andrea. So I want you inside your chat. Inside the chat, answer these, please. You need to write the meaning. What does it mean? Go ahead, Andrea.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Number 1, hit.
Go again, Andrea. Start again.
Number 1, hit the nail on the head. Number 2, cross an arm and a leg. Number 3, piece of cake. Number 4, skull and crossbones. Number 5, heart.
Go ahead, Sean.
Number 6, cry over spilled milk. Number 7, caught between a rock and a hard place. Number 8, go the extra mile. Number 9, an anchor. Number 10, the color white.
Very good. Put your hands inside the chat for me, please. Just gonna put what they mean. What does it mean? What does it mean? You gotta put the number. No, I don't want. No, put it inside the chat.
Okay.
Jasmine, I need you to tell me what it means. Like what it means. Right? What does it mean? What does it? I know we know it's idiom or symbolism. I don't want that. I want what does it mean? Right? What does it mean? All right, what does it mean? Calvin, Hyla, what number you on? Calvin, Hyla, what number you on? It's Calvin. Canada from Calvin.
Number 7.
Number 7. Okay. Alexia Brown, what number you on? What number you on? You said 5. Okay. And Antoine, what number you on?
But you said we have to write this down, right?
No, I didn't say right down. I said put the answer inside the chat.
Oh.
Lamar, what number you on? Lamar, what number you on?
I was on.
Thank you, sir.
What number you on?
Mr. Petit, I put my answer in the chat. Is that what you were talking about?
What's the name?
Evelyn.
You just put idiom or symbolism, or you actually explain it?
Yeah. Oh, no. You want me to explain which
Yeah,
one?
say what it mean. Yeah. What does it mean?
Okay.
Zion, where's Zion Neely? Zion Neely?
Mr. Petit, I sent it to you. Am I doing it right?
Yes, sir.
Zion Neely, you what number you on?
Number 4.
Number 4.
Mr. Petit, I don't know if you want to check at it, but I finished.
You finish? Okay. I see yours. D'Angelo? Yeah, you're doing it right. Alondra Parker, very good. Alondra Parker, very good. Anyone's finished? No one's finished?
No, sir.
I'm done.
You're finished. You're finished. Okay. Okay, who want to answer number 1? Number 1, who wants to answer number 1?
I do.
Go ahead, Antoine. Number 1. What does number hit the nail on the head mean? What does that mean?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, why am I no longer able to write in the chat?
Because you write too much.
Uh-oh.
I'm just kidding. I don't know why. Try now. Try again.
Can I say it?
Wait, one moment. I mean, Sashanik.
Hey.
Sashanik, you still can't write?
Yes, sir, they went through, but I think they were being delayed.
Delayed. Okay, delayed. Okay. All right. Number 1, Antoine, what you have for number 1?
answer and solve the problem straightforward.
Straightforwardly, what else y'all have for hit the nail on the head? What does that mean?
You on point?
Exactly right.
To say something that
Exactly.
is right,
Like
You
to
got
make
it right?
sense
do
of
it
something.
perfectly.
Perfectly. All
Exactly
right.
right.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
Number one for hit the nail on the head. If you say exact, precise, accurate, perfectly correct, anything along those lines, you're correct. Anything along those lines, that's right.
On point.
On point, yes.
Yeah, do it right.
All right. Number two.
So
Sashanique, what you have for number two? Cost an arm and a leg.
Very expensive or costly.
Very expensive or costly. Very good. That's true. What y'all have for number three? Piece of cake.
Easy.
Easy or easily done.
Easy or easily or easily done. I can accept that. Uh-huh.
When y'all saying answers, you can write on the line, please, because I can't understand y'all properly.
You can't. Oh, okay. Write it on the line. Okay. Okay. I'll post all answers, but I'll do it at the end.
Sure. Thank you.
No problem. Next, the third one.
Can't see your screen. I can't see your screen.
Can't see my screen. It's not sharing anymore. Okay. Can you see it now?
No,
No,
sir.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just black. I
Okay.
can see it now.
Number four, skull and crossbones. What y'all have for that?
That's the one I never.
Pirate
saw.
I Pirates, danger, or death.
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 Death. Toxicity.
Johnny Death.
Danger. Poison. Hazardous. Yeah. For heart, what y'all have?
I put love.
Love.
I put
Love.
love and empathy.
Love, emotion, affection, kindness. Number six, cry over spilled milk. I mean,
Don't sweat the small stuff.
Yeah. Don't worry about
I
the
thought it
small
was
That's
don't cry over
basically
spoils.
yeah.
lamenting over something that already happened.
Yeah, so don't cry over something that, or lament over something, or dwell over past mistakes. All right. Caught between a rock and a hard place. What does that mean?
Stuck between two opposites.
In a difficult position.
Yeah, facing a
very hard decision.
yes, with no good options, right?
Have difficult situation.
Yeah, a very difficult situation. It's like choosing to save your imagine trying to make a decision between saving both of your children. Like that's a hard choice, right?
Whichever one is best behaved, keep that one.
Oh, gee.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Or just slap them.
All right, next. Go the extra mile.
Going above and beyond, or what is beyond what is
Doing
required.
something
more than is expected.
Yeah, more than expected. To make an additional effort beyond what is expected or required. Number 9, an anchor.
I have support and strength.
Yeah, like a support.
Stability.
Stability, yes. Stability, hope, a reliability, support, strength.
Something you can rely on.
Something you can rely on. Very good. The color white.
I have purity and
holiness.
purity.
Holiness.
Purity, holiness, clean. Yeah. Yeah. Anyone like wearing white?
No.
I like it.
I wear white right now.
But it's get dirty.
It's get dirty. Did anyone like washing white? Because I okay.
I have white It gets dirty so fast.
I mean, white looks good, but like keeping it is the problem.
Not at the end of the day.
Exactly.
It could
All right.
I think.
Nice.
All right. Are y'all finished? If you finish, have a good evening. See you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Same time, same place. Take care, everyone.
Good night.
Take care.
Night. By God's grace.
All right, take care. By God's grace. Yes. Take care. Have a good night. Have a good
Mr.
night.
Petit, I could
Yes.
bring the rest of the games for you tomorrow after school.
Good
No
night.
problem. No problem.
Yes, sir.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
Class is over.
Yeah, we're over. Class is over. Yeah.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
Hi.
I'm done with the circle theorem.
Okay, you could go. You have any questions for me?
After the third video, I just did it on my own and I got all right. I have a good understanding of it now.
Really?
Very much so.
That's good. Wow.
Yes,
That's
Mr.
good.
Petit.
That's good.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
Yes,
Yes.
Mr. Petit.
Yes, D'Angelo?
You have to write this down on the screen now.
No. Once you send me the first one.
Okay, I'm finished. Thank you.
Yes. Have a good night.
You too.
Yeah.